I'm a girl. Education is my way to success in life.
Education is my right, but I am unable to go to school because of the lack of sanitation in schools.
Hey, wait, it's me, government. I am here for you. I'll make sure to build a separate washroom for girls.
But my parents think education is not important for girls.
No, this mentality is completely wrong. And since girls' education can bring around a massive revolution in the society. I am a member of Women's Empowerment Project and I can help you to go to school and keep learning. Guaranteeing girls the same level of education as boys can help to make an impact in the world for the better.
Thus, educating a girl ultimately leads to human development, stronger families, better child health, and has a wide-ranging impact on the society.
Hello ambulance, please come to the 8th Street of 5th Main. My son is in extreme pain.
Sorry, miss, but the ambulance driver isn't available today. We can't send an ambulance. Please try to get your child to the hospital by yourself. We're extremely sorry for the inconvenience.
I don't have any money. How am I going to get him to the hospital? I'll have to use the money I saved for the past few years. At last, I could bring him to the hospital. Doctor, please save my son. He can't breathe properly.
I'm sorry, miss, but your son is in a critical condition. We don't have the suitable equipment to treat him. I suggest you take him to a private hospital.
Doctor, is there any private hospital here?
Yes, there's one nearby. Please go there quickly.
Miss, please admit my son. He is in a critical condition. Please save him.
Sorry, ma'am, but you need to pay the registration fee to admit him here.
Miss, please just admit him here. I'll pay the fees later, please.
Sorry, miss, we can't do that.
What am I going to do?
Hello, miss. I'm from Smile Foundation. We give poor people help with their medical needs. We can help you.
Really? Please help me, ma'am, please.
Sorry, ma'am. I have called the NGO center. My friends are coming here. We will help you and your son.
Thank you so much.
There are many NGOs just like Smile Foundation working to provide access to healthcare to unprivileged people in our society. So let's do our part as a member of this society by giving donations to these kinds of NGOs.
Namaste. I'm here to tell you about something which cannot be taken lightly. Not all learning is acquired in a formal school setting. This means the process of education occurs at home, in school, and in the child's community. In public health, researchers and practitioners have examined three principal relationships between education and health. First, health is a prerequisite for education. Hungry children or children who cannot hear well or who can't speak well are hindered in their learning. Second, education about health occurs within schools and in many public health interventions. It is a central tool of public health. Third, physical education in schools combine education about the importance of physical activity for health with promoting such activity. Here, we focus on two additional relationships between education and health. First, we propose that education as a personal attribute is a central conceptual component and essential element of health, similar to physical fitness. Second, we summarize the extensive literature demonstrating that formal education is a contributing cause of health. We argue that education is both a critical component of a person's health and a contributing cause of other elements of the person's concurrent and future health. Consistent with other definitions of health, a person who lacks basic elements of an education is not fully healthy. Attainment of a certain level of formal education by young adulthood affects lifelong health through multiple pathways. Hence, I shall end it here by saying that public health community should expand research to better understand the causal relationships between education and health, and thereby identify evidence-based educational policies that have great potential to improve public health. Thank you. This will create awareness among people. A small step taken by us can make a huge difference in this society. Jai Hind.
Concrete changes in legislative provisions. Step towards sensitization and training of teachers. Actions to enhance government implementation, monitoring and enforcement capacities, particularly in the middle levels of the education machinery. And enhanced financing to education are some of the steps needing to be taken to address equity in education. There is the overarching need to change popular perceptions, the need to win over the hearts and mind of citizens, parents and policymakers alike, to the idea that educational inequality is unacceptable and equity is possible. Global and domestic best practice exists, highlighting some of the critical building blocks that contribute to creating truly inclusive education.
Welcome to our hospital. Over here we will get the world class treatment and the world's best treatment.
We have low pricing for any treatment.
Everyone, welcome back to another episode. So today we are going to expose XYZ Hospital. Basically this show is all about exposing hospitals which lack facilities, and they say that they have world-class facilities in their advertisement. The same happened with this hospital. This hospital is called as XYZ Hospital. So we see there a man sitting in front of the hospital. Let's go and talk to him. Hello sir.
Hello.
Have you been to this hospital before?
Yes, I have been to this hospital before.
What are the facilities? How's it like? How's the hospital? What do you think?
Sir, they see patients as business, sir.
Yes, as you see, we have the truth in front of us. Sir says that they see patients as business. So guys, I don't think this is the ideal hospital which you have to visit. And if you have plans to visit this hospital, please don't. There are far better hospitals. So please stop visiting this hospital and tell your family and family members and your friends this. Convey this message to them. Thank you. See you in the next episode of the show. Goodbye.
Hi, I'm Jyoti. I'm from a remote village in Rajasthan. I study in class 10 in a government school. Due to this pandemic, me and my friends have not been able to continue our education and attend the classes. As private schools and institutions are conducting online classes for the students there are learning online via phones and laptops. But we, the students of government schools, are not able to attend online classes due to the lack of any of these facilities. We don't have mobiles or laptops, neither do we have internet facilities in our homes. All the students are equal and should be given the basic facilities by the government for attending the online classes. We want to learn too.
Not only Jyoti, but this pandemic has severely affected many students, especially from government schools and institutions. According to a UNESCO report, nearly 321 million Indian children have been put away from schools during the lockdown. This has widened the learning gap. But now, the safest option is to continue our learning via virtual and digital platforms.
The most important requirement for distance learning is the network, which is still out of bounds for many. Only two each state have at least 40% rural households with the internet facility.
This is the best time where students can make effective use of technology. But before that, we need to make sure that each and every person is digitally connected, as education is the most powerful weapon which can be used to change the world.
Hi, I'm Devi. I still remember when I was born, not all were happy. They saw me as a burden, but when my brother Ramesh was born, everyone was delighted. He always got good toys and clothes, which I never got. He was sent to school, but I wasn't.
11 years old when I saw an ad on TV that had girls going to school and the title was Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao. I quickly went to my mom and showed this, but she just discouraged me. I was very keen learning, so I called them and said that I really want to learn and my parents don't know that I'm calling you.
Oh, they told me not to worry and asked me to tell my location. After 2 days, I hear a knock on my door and I see 3 women saying that they are government officials and are here to take a survey. My parents let them in. They asked few general questions and later asked if I am studying. So my parents told that she is a girl and we are teaching her the household chorus.
They suddenly stopped my parents there and said, education is an essential part of a living being, whether it is a boy or a girl. Education helps an individual be smarter, to learn new things, and to know about the facts around the world. Especially women's education in India is the need of the hour. In terms of inhabitants, India is the second largest nation in the world. But the rate of girl education in India is extremely low. Educating a girl child must be a necessity for the overall development of the country, as women play an essential part in the all-round process of the country. Generally, in rural areas where people rarely want to send their daughters to school, they think that education is not important for girls as they grow up and eventually get married and settle down. People think that girls should stay at home and take care of her family and her house and nothing else. This mentality is completely wrong, and since girl education can bring around a massive revolution in the society, as lack of women education weakens the potent part of the society.
Here I am, living a successful and happy life 25 years later.
Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao.
This is India. We are a developing country where we are trying to help the struggling part of the population.
1/3 of children are dead by the time they reach the age of 5. 62% of children are immunized. Communicable disease is the cause of death for 53% of all deaths in India.
11.9% of all maternal deaths and 18% of all infant mortality in the world occurs in India, ranking it as the highest in the world.
A good system of regulation is fundamental to successful public health outcomes.
The need for an efficient and effective public health system in India is large. It reduces exposure to disease through enforcement of sanitary codes like water quality monitoring, slaughterhouse hygiene, and food safety.
Revival of public health regulation through concerted efforts by the government is possible through updation and implementation of public health laws, consulting stakeholders and increasing public awareness of existing laws and their enforcement procedures.
So please notify everyone on the struggles of the people who have no homes or access to complete safety.
I request you to donate towards our public health care program for the greater good of the Indian population and our country.
We hope you understand and thank you.